Good afternoon, guys. Welcome back to another video. Today, just out in the rain. It's been raining all night, raining all day. Shooting a couple videos right around camp under the tarp. Keep out of the rain. And good time to talk with you guys and share with you some of the things that I'm fond of and some of the reasons that I choose things that I choose for my kit or when I go out in the woods or whatever the case may be. So today we're going to talk about axes, so stay with me. We'll reset the camera and I'll get right to it. Alright, so we got 3 or 4 axes here and a hawk as well. So I figured I'd run through these with you guys while we're out here today. Get these in some type of order here. Alright. So typically what I carry, and I tend to do this more often than not, pretty much, you know, 99.9% of the time, I carry an axe. Now, I'm in the eastern woodlands. You necessarily don't need an axe all the time. You could get by with a, you know, Baco Laplander saw, folding saw, you know, a buck saw or a bow saw, something like that, fairly well. And more so in the summer months. You generally don't need a fire, you know, all through the night because it's hot. Although, you know, fire is good for keeping the boogeyman away and stuff. The axe of my choosing for that is really dependent on the longevity of the stay or how long I'm going to be there. This is the axe that I most often carry. It's the 19-inch hunter's axe is what I've had for years by Wetterlings. I've actually traded that quite a while ago for this axe, which is just the Gransfors Brooks version. It's the Ray Mears axe. Are they the same? No, they're really not. If you held the Ray Mears axe hand in hand with the Wetterlings, it's quite a bit different, more so in the head. In the head, the handle. There's quite a bit of difference. I believe that the head of the blade is a bit bigger on the Gransfors or the Ray Mears axe, and it's quite a bit heavier. So there is a difference for sure. I tend to carry this all the time because it's small enough and light enough to do that. It's not, you know, gonna kill you by any means, but if you know me at least a little bit, you know that I've never been concerned with weight. Never. So I'm not gonna opt out of something or choose not to carry something I need because it weighs a little bit. Obviously the canvas tarps, canvas packs and stuff like that, it's a traditional theme, which is what I prefer. It's what I like. But it's tried and true gear, tested over hundreds of years. That works. So that's one of the reasons why I do the things I do, I guess. The next axe you see is the Scandinavian forest axe, also Gransfors Brooks. A lot of people say this axe is a little, you know, unwieldy, kind of big to be packing in all the time, unless you had, you know, a horse or four-wheeler or something like that, some ATV or what have you. Again, I don't find that to be the case. I don't get overly concerned with weight. That's just the way I am. There's a pretty big difference in these two axes in that this one's going to process firewood a lot easier than this one is. This one can still do it, of course, why I carry it all the time. This one's going to do that a lot easier for you, obviously. So the next axe, you know, being a pretty big fan of Nesmic, he preferred a double bit axe, very similar to this one here. But I've tried out an American Hickory, full length double bit. It's a pretty good axe. A bit more on the dangerous side. Obviously, you get the 2 blades instead of a hammer pole on one side. But I like this axe very well. And this one is obviously you know, the station camp or camp axe. This is definitely not one you want to be humping around through the woods with you, but I like it. It's part of the axe discussion, so I figured I'd bring that out today to show you guys. So again, with the double bit, I got this little one, you know, from the Pathfinder store, Pathfinder school, made by Two Hawks. I've had a lot of questions. I've featured it in a video or two in the recent past here, you know, how I like it, and I like it very well. When I first got it, the head was quite a bit smaller than I expected it to be from the pictures on the website, but it works extremely well. It's two different grinds for two different purposes. Again, back to the knife video I just shot, task specific, you know. So you got two different blades for two different tasks. Makes short work of, you know, small type firewood, so it's definitely good around camp, and it's very convenient to carry. This one actually fits right inside my pack, so I like that very well. And it comes with a nice sheath, of course. Slides right in like that, couple snaps, good to go. Now hawks, and I have this discussion when I have students out at my classes. I'm not a big fan of a tomahawk by any means, alright? And to be totally honest with you, and this is just my opinion, you know, opinions are like, you know what, and everybody's got one, but I think they're useless. Not useless to the point if that's all you had, you can't make do, because you definitely could. Again, these things were carried all over the frontier by Indians, frontiersmen, and mountain men alike, so they can definitely get some stuff done. So again, this is a Pathfinder production in cahoots with Two Hawks. It's got a very nice leather covering for the blade. I've got the leather belt loop for it as well. This was actually a gift from a bunch of buddies that frequent the training area in Taunton. But again, Pathfinder production with Two Hawks. They do a phenomenal job. This is a beautiful tomahawk, so don't get me wrong on that. But as far as processing wood and stuff like that for your fire, in my opinion, it's too small for that. You know, if you're just gonna limb small branches and stuff, small poles and stuff to help you set up a shelter, maybe it's good for that. It's got the hammer pole on the back, you know, pounding in stakes and stuff like that. Probably good for that. It was probably very good for taking off scalps back in the days. I wouldn't doubt that for a second. But again, for what these things are meant for, in my eyes, which is processing firewood, this thing's just too small for that. And again, that's just my opinion, so you can take that for what it's worth. But beautiful piece by Two Hawks in the Pathfinder school. Be honest, this thing's probably gonna get hung up on my wall by the fireplace when that time comes. So again, overall, this is the axe that I generally carry all the time, and I believe that an axe is needed all the time for processing firewood. I'm going to shoot a video to come on the different ways that you can do that. It's nothing new, it's not rocket science, but I figure I'll put it all together in one video, show you guys a few techniques on processing firewood and why I think the axe is key for that, above and beyond, or more so than a saw, even in the summertime. Like I said, I carry one all the time, and I think for good reason. Alright folks, so quick video, quick rundown on the axes that I use and hawks that I don't use. I figured, again, good day to go over that stuff. It's rain, get up under the shelter, keep dry, have that little discussion. I appreciate all your views, all your comments, all your support as usual, guys. And by guys, that's a general term to include all the females that watch my channel. You know, guys meaning everybody. that I'm speaking to on video. But appreciate your views and your comments, all your support, and we'll see you soon in another video. Till then, take care.